Hi, I'm Edna Buchanan, and I'm alive on South Beach.
After you.
Hi, I'm Dina Stewart.
And I'm Stuart Stewart.
And we're alive on South Beach at the cafe at Books and Books on Lincoln Road.
You know, Miami has some of the best trade shows at the convention center that you can imagine. And this week it had one of the most unique. It was called the American Food and Beverage Show. And we got to taste foods that some even aren't on the market yet, and some are trying to find their place somewhere on the market.
And some never will, believe me.
And this is some of the food we tasted.
How can you resist bread? This is really, really good. And with a little butter on it, it's even better.
It's called a marathon chicken burger. It is made with breast meat of chicken, ground, and it is infused with feta cheese, red roasted pepper, red roasted onion, sun-dried tomatoes, spinach, and seasoning. It is cooked from a frozen state, and it is very good for center of the plate or as a sandwich.
I'm always a sucker for meat. Whenever I see steak, I really have to try it. But what exactly are swamp seeds?
It is a roasted sunflower seed. Our flavor that we have right now is Cajun boil, and we offer it in the end shell and the kernel.
Cool. And how'd you come up with this idea?
Well, we thought it'd be really cool for a sunflower seed to taste like crawfish. So we kept playing with it in the kitchen and came up with the seasoning, and then it's just developed from there.
Well, it does taste like fish, because I'm a sunflower seed lover, and I've never tasted it like this.
Crawfish. Crawfish.
Crawfish.
Yes, sir.
After tasting all these different foods, you need some wine to just sort of clear your palate. And this looks like fine Italian wines. You can't go wrong with a sign like that. Not bad. Not bad.
Is it fine?
Okay, now that my palate is cleared, I'm ready to taste some more food. I'm going to try your cheesecake because it looks really good.
Okay.
You know something? It's not good. It's great.
Well, try this one here. That's sugar-free.
Now this is fun. I like sugar. This product is called Ooey Gooey Chewy. And I'm going to taste it and tell you. Definitely very chewy and very gooey, and it's ooey gooey. You know, walking around the show, you see a lot of exhibitors, and most of the time they're handing out stuff to people walking by. But this time I found one that was eating its own product, and I think that's a good thing. How did you like it?
Very good, because I think our product is very tasteful, so I appreciate my own product.
And how much of the candy do you eat every day?
Not too much, but you know, I'm selling candy. I have samples in my table, so I eat candies every day.
Do you have to work out to stay slim, or do you think you put on weight if you don't?
No, I work out every day. I go to the gym to keep it fit, you know. But it's good to eat candy, but it's necessary to go to the gym and to have a healthy life. You know?
Miami is a progressive city, especially when it comes to events. And this coming November, the weekend before Thanksgiving, we're going to have a fabulous event take place.
First of all, this is an annual event. We have locked up the facility for the next 5+ years.
Great.
It is always going to be the weekend before Thanksgiving, and we want to just embed that in everyone's mind. Think Thanksgiving the weekend before, think jazz, think Bayfront Park, think Miami. We are going to feature a different country every year. Sounds of Brazil, sounds of Spain, sounds of Italy, sounds of the Caribbean, and bring in jazz artists for one night from these countries to keep it fresh, to keep it new and exciting. We started out with Brazil for several reasons. The first one being the multitude of styles of jazz coming out of Brazil is just phenomenal. There are exceptional musicians, and quite frankly, there is a large Brazilian population here in Miami, so we wanted to do something to make it, to bring them out.
And I can attest that you don't have to be Brazilian to love Brazilian jazz, because I do.
So, getting back to your original question, we've got a local artist, Antonio Adolfo, who is the grandfather of Brazilian jazz. He's revered in his country. He's here. He happens to live locally. He is a phenomenal talent. We have Joe Carter, who is considered one of the leading Brazilian jazz guitarists in the Northeast. We have Mausha Adnet, who toured and sang with Tom Jobim for many years.
Wow.
We have Patty Asher, who is sponsored by the Brazilian government to promote and encourage Brazilian jazz. And we are topping the evening off with Trio de Paz. Trio de Paz has been voted this year the top Brazilian trio in the country. So we've got some heavy hitters coming in.
So this is
Saturday
really
night.
a great opportunity to see live performances by the best that Brazil has to offer.
The very best.
That's great.
Sunday is straight ahead, Rock Miami Jazz. We've got another local musician, Jesse Jones, who is a sax player. Jesse tours the world performing at different jazz festivals. In fact, he's going to Germany next week to tour there. He just got back from the St. Petersburg Jazz Festival in Russia. Phenomenal talent. We've got Giacomo Gates, who is a vocalist whose new CD has topped the charts for 3 months running as the #1 jazz vocalist in the country. We've got Bucky Pizzarelli.
Yeah.
Bucky is a mainstay at these things.
He's been around for about 100 years.
Yes, he has, and he has not lost a bit, skipped a beat. We've got Jack Wilkins, another great jazz guitar player. We've got Don Friedman, who's played with all the greats. We've got Monty Alexander, who is a legend.
So everybody, it's a great time of the year. The weather's going to be fantastic. It's going to be at Bayfront Park. And if people wanted to get tickets, where can they find you?
Our website is www.miamijazzfest.com.
Well, thank you very much. I'm excited, and I hope our audience is excited. And we'll be sitting at Bayside enjoying.
Can't wait, looking forward to it.
I can't wait either.
Thank you, appreciate it.
It's not often that we see a movie that I and Stuart rave about. We saw Won't Back Down. Now I know it did not get critical good reviews. It had unions, teaching unions, picketing line outside of the movie theaters. But I'll tell you something, having worked in the schools, knowing firsthand what the teachers are all about, what the administrators are all about, and how the children suffer as a result of poor quality teachers and just bureaucratic administrative staff. This movie really hit it on the head in terms of what it's all about. I recommend it so highly. It was intelligent, the acting was excellent, and you walked away thinking about it. And if it's pulled from your theater before you have a chance to see it, definitely rent it or do whatever you need to get to see this film.
But it's really worthwhile seeing and understand why our educational system is basically broken.
Do you go to a lot of events like this?
I try to.
Well, what's your first impression as you walked in? Since you've been to a lot, you sort of know.
First impression is that it's booming, if that's a word for it. You know, there's a lot of people here. It's good to like see new faces.
And what do you hope to accomplish by being here besides eating?
Trying out different wines, a new understanding of wine and food and just enjoy myself.
At an event like this, you never know who you can meet.
That is true. You're right. Very true.
You mentioned that you want to be a sommelier and know all about wines.
Yes, I love wines actually. I feel like, you know, it's very cultural, it's universal, and it's connected through, you know, one product, which is grapes. Obviously there's other wines, fruits that ferment wines, but it's basically through grapes, and it's different areas in the world that you can connect to, you know, it's a universal language, and it's wonderful.
And after you gain all of this knowledge and wisdom about wines, what do you plan to do with it?
I actually haven't really thought about that because I don't feel like it's something great, but given the knowledge that I obtained from it, I'd like to share it with other people and people that are less fortunate, that aren't able to afford wines or that aren't able to, you know, go and try different wines. I'd like to take them and just show them and teach them on different wines that there are, and that, you know, it's great. You can come from anywhere and just share what you love with other people.
I understand you're also a movie actress. What films have you appeared in?
I've appeared in student films, nothing big. I'm actually more of a stage actress. I love film, but my truly passion is theater.
And do you ever see yourself going to Broadway?
Oh, I'd love to. That's like the dream of my life. Be on stage. Any stage is fine, but Broadway, that is monumental.
Well, do you also sing?
I do.
Well, could you give us a couple of bars?
Sure. From Wicked, one of my favorite shows. Kiss me too fiercely, hold me too tight. I need help believing as long as you're mine. I hope that's great.
You want to know something? You want to know something? That wasn't good. That was great.
I didn't warm up.
Well, that's what made it so great, you know. To be able to do that spontaneously is a talent. I wish I had that.
Oh gosh, thank you. Thank you very much.
How did you come up with an idea for this event?
You know what? It comes as a seed. Ideas and creative works to come into my mind just as you. It's just a matter of putting the right people together and the right restaurants as we have here tonight. We're benefiting tonight the Miami Lighthouse for the Blind, and it's just trying to help out once again with our blessings that we have on our table. And things come up and we just got to take action, because that's what it's all about, not words, action.
And how did you get all of these restaurants to cooperate with you?
Well, you know what? It's hard work, but they realize that it's for a good cause, and they want to put smiles on people's faces with the excellent food that we've had out here. We have Los Ranchos, which is actually family-owned business, serving some of the best steak in town. We have Don Shula's from the Hard Rock, Grassie's Italian restaurant, and they want to collaborate. They want to help out, get the word out, and also do it for a good cause.
And you're getting the word out for a good cause, so that's a good thing too.
Love is all around in this building. Can't you feel the love, guys? The flavor of Miami, you know? We got the taste buds, we got all types of chef creations, culinary delights in your stomach, and that's that love, because the only way to get into here is through love and through some good old food, you know?
Well, there's one thing that's very true about South Beach people and Miami in general. We love to eat and we love to party.
Oh yeah, that's what the epitome of Miami Beach, you know? Party, eat, eat.
You know, living in Miami Beach is a lot different than visiting Miami Beach. And locals have a need for services for their car, especially down here where the weather somehow screws it up either with rain or with heat. And if you ever have a problem with your car, the place to go is Larry's Mechanic Center on Purdy Avenue. And I want to give a big shout out to Gary Ramsey and his crew, because they not only do a great job, they're very honest, and they're very good at what they do, and when they fix a car, it's permanently fixed.
I'm Stuart Freeman, and I'm alive on South Beach in my dreams.
Well, I guess that brings us to the end of another episode. It's been fun talking to you. And if you get a chance, please go to South Beach, Florida, the purple button on syndicated news, and check out our sponsors. They're great, and they're helping to keep us on the air.
So I'm Dina Stewart.
And I'm Stuart Stewart.
And we're live on South Beach.
For syndicatednews.net.